During this season of Lent, we have been following the stories that happened during the last week of Jesus' life. The theme for our series this year has been choices, and we've reflected on the choices that different people have made in the stories, and we have been challenged to think about the choices that we must make as well. Each week we have been hearing from different characters in the stories who have helped give us a window into the choices that they made, as well as have invited us to think about how we are faced with similar choices. In the first week of Lent, we pondered the choice between greed and generosity, as we heard the story of Mary anointing Jesus' feet from the perspective of both Judas and Mary. Then we heard from a father and a son who were in the crowd, talking with each other about the choice between fear and yieldedness, in light of Jesus' teaching about a grain of wheat producing fruit only by falling into the ground and dying. On the third week of Lent, we contemplated the choice between pride and humility in the story of Jesus washing the disciples' feet, shared with us from the perspective of Judas, as well as a servant girl named Tabitha. On the fourth week, we heard from both Judas and a disciple referred to only as the one whom Jesus loved. They both reflected on the choice of betrayal or loyalty, as well as the complicated nature of their choices. On the fifth Sunday of Lent, Pilate shared with us his perspective on the trial of Jesus early on Friday morning. He reflected on the choice between truth and lies, posing the question to all of us, what is truth? And then on Palm Sunday, we heard from Nicodemus. The theme for the Sunday was the choice between selfishness and selflessness. Nicodemus reflected on how he went to talk with Jesus in the middle of the night, early on in the gospel story, and then reflected on helping to lay Jesus' body in the tomb shortly after the crucifixion. So far, each of the characters have been reflecting on the events of this past week from their perspectives on Holy Saturday, which means that they know about Jesus' death and his burial in the tomb, but they do not yet know about the resurrection. Today, however, we move forward in the story. We move a day ahead to Sunday, a day which would have been a rather ordinary beginning to the week otherwise. Today, we find Peter and the disciple whom Jesus loved, still in hiding, unsure about the future. And we find Mary on her way to the tomb to bring burial spices to care for Jesus' body. Today we're given the choice between light and darkness, or perhaps more to the point, are we able to see the light when the world seems very dark? Let us now join Mary as she is preparing to go to the tomb early in the morning.
It doesn't seem real. At first, I was just in total shock and disbelief watching Jesus die on that cross. Then I got really angry when we couldn't bury him properly because of the Sabbath day. And now I'm at the point where I'll turn around expecting him to be standing there and then realize he's not there. Today's the first chance we've had to actually go to the tomb and prepare his body correctly. I watched as these two men, someone named Joseph and a Pharisee named Nicodemus, wound up with his body and took it over to a tomb in the garden close to where he died. I kind of recognized them as people who showed up every now and then when Jesus was speaking or teaching, but I don't really know who they are or how they got a hold of his body. And I have no idea whether they actually did what they were supposed to when they put him in the tomb. If I'm honest, preparing his body for burial is the only part of the reason I'm going out there this morning. I guess part of it is that I just want to touch him one last time. I want to see his face, touch his hands again. I know what I saw, but I just need to say goodbye. Although, come to think of it, One thing I don't know is how I'm going to move that big rock they put in front of that empty tomb. They always close up a tomb after they put someone's body in it so the animals don't get into the body while it's there. And it usually takes a couple of strong men to move it. I can't imagine someone like me is going to be able to move it. No. No, 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 no. The stone has been rolled away. Someone must have come and broken into the tomb. Did someone steal his body? Oh no! Why would someone do this? Peter! I've got to tell Peter. Peter, help! Peter, something's wrong. The stone, it's not where it should be. I don't know what's going on. I need your help.
I think we need to get out of here.
Woman, why are you crying?
They've taken away my Lord, and I don't know where they put him.
Who is it that you're looking for?
Sir, if you've taken him from here, can you please tell me where he is so that I can go get him?
Mary.
Rabbi?
Mary, wait. Don't hold on to me yet, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. Go and tell my brothers that I am ascending to my God and your God, to my Father and your Father.
I've seen the Lord. I've seen the Lord.